Hello, my name is Pliny the Younger, and I'm the survivor of Mount Vesuvius eruption. It all started on the morning of the 24th of August 79 AD. It was a normal morning. I woke up, got ready, and spent the day drawing in the courtyard. Everybody seemed a little bit grumpy. I didn't think they'd got much sleep. The ground had been shaking for most of the night, just little tremors. We thought it was nothing to worry about. We didn't know it was the start of something that would change our world forever. It was about midday when the first big earthquake hit. I remember seeing the cart moving backwards and forwards and hearing clay pots falling and smashing on the ground. It didn't last long, but it made everyone a little worried. The servants were quick to clean up the mess, and soon I was back painting. The rest of the day was quiet until about 6 p.m, when I heard a huge explosion that rocked the ground like a ship on the rough seas. I turned around to see that the top of Mount Vesuvius was covered in a black cloud the shape of a pine tree. It wasn't long before hot ash and rocks the size of melons were falling from the sky. I remember seeing one smash through the roof of our barn, knocking over a lit flame in the servants' room, setting fire to all of the hay inside. The alarm bells finally started to ring and people began to flee the city. We later received a letter from a man on horseback saying how my aunt was scared and trapped, and the only way out was by boat. My uncle immediately left for the city of Pompeii to collect my aunt. It was just after 8 p.m. when the mountain started to shoot fiery rocks from its mouth and burning lava speeding down the side of the volcano, destroying everything in its path. We decided that it was time to leave. My mother and I left for the port to catch a boat away from the destruction, but we were slowed down by the volume of people. The ash cloud by then had swamped us in darkness. It was hard for us to catch our breaths. I thought it would never end. I knew it was still daytime, but it was dark as the night sky on a clear summer evening. We finally reached the safety of the ocean and looked back to see our city completely destroyed. We hadn't had any word from my uncle, but we'd heard that over 2,000 people had already been killed, most of them from the poisonous gases and the ash that had been released. There were hundreds more people bathing their burns and wounds in the rivers and seas. Although we couldn't see our city anymore, we knew that our lives had changed forever.